Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact blessing the airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the Sbtv Nation.
Grab your coffee, your donuts, your egg sandwiches in town, live and direct on the air. It is me, The Dream, along with my two counterparts. That is Dr. Dan and the incomparable Mad Hatter. Hat, what's up this morning? How you doing,
What's
bud?
going on, man? I'm looking at a lot of games up and down the NFL card today, Dream. They're expecting a lot of close games today, according to the odds makers.
Well, before we start off with the close games in the NFL, let's discuss your favorite topic, which is fantasy football, as you like to usually open up with fantasy week in and week out, especially the week that I came in last place. But seeing how you came in second to last place last week,
You still own the title, baby.
I
You
noticed-
still own the Cellar Dweller title. You
You're
have...
not opening with fantasy rhetoric.
Dream, have you ever even been in the top half? Have you
I'm in
ever...
the top- I was fine.
I don't even know if you've been in the top half of our fantasy football contest
I
every
was
week,
five
man.
last week, Hat.
Oh my God, brutal, Dream, brutal. Well, you know what? I had to run out of here, and one of my backs didn't even start, so it was like a game time decision, and he didn't go in. I forgot who it was, but anyway, good morning to everybody, SBTV Nation. We are here Sunday morning, NFL Week 7, ready to rumble and go right into this. Dan, how you been, man?
I'm good, man. You know, it's finally fall, finally starting to feel like football weather.
Yes.
You know, my Giants are 1-5. So,
Yeah,
you
big
know,
win.
hey,
Big
we got
win,
a
man.
shot. We got a prayer.
We got a shot, exactly.
Actually, I gotta pull back on you for that, Dan. Connecticut right now is receiving outstanding October weather. It was 76 degrees yesterday
yeah, no
in
doubt.
Connecticut at October 21st. That's like dope right now for us.
Oh no, hey, I am with you. And I think what made me realize this is, I'm watching obviously NFL Network this morning, getting prepped for the show, and I saw that this is the 50th anniversary of the Ice Bowl in Lambeau Field, and in Lambeau Field today it's supposed to be 70 degrees on October 22nd.
Lovely.
Global warming in full effect, man. I guess we
What's
can
this
thank-
global warming? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just going to say, I guess we can thank your boy for not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because he's busy doing a bunch of other dumb things. But we won't even get into that. Let's
Hatch building all the HUD houses on the beaches of New Haven, waiting for global warming to take effect, then he can claim the insurance.
No doubt. No doubt.
using Obamacare.
Yeah.
To get his dental work done. Listen, before we get started, I want to talk about what went down yesterday in Happy Valley. All right, as there was a lot of slow singing, flower bringing yesterday from my man Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And that's Hat's boy. I wanted to Hat. Did you happen to catch the game at all?
Your bits and pieces. Dream, you texted me that earlier in the day. You said Harbaugh's about to get murdered. And I said, I'm aware. I'm aware. You know what? Hey,
I want to float something to you guys on Harbaugh, though.
Yeah.
And tell me if you think this is crazy, but I think Harbaugh's in the NFL next year.
Oh,
No.
man.
No, I don't-
He's
I
got
don't
no
think
offense
so.
to work with. Even the defense got lit up, though, too. So
But
whatever.
you know, look, you have look, Michigan is one of those places that is impossible, right? Either you win national championships or get the F out. And you're starting to hear in these rumblings, granted, it's media, so media's going to hype what media's going to hype. But, people aren't necessarily thrilled with him. His boosters aren't thrilled with him. They're blaming the fact that there is no offense on him, right? He's in charge of recruiting. All I'm saying is he could he's real paid right now. I mean, he could make the same, if not more money. There's going to be a few NFL openings. And you're telling me that if the Giants decide to clean house at the end of the year and they call hey, Jim, come on, I don't know, man. I could see that happening.
Well, we'll
No,
see.
I don't. First of all, it's a dream job that stance. It's a dream job for him. As far as Michigan's stance, I believe that they're going to give him a little bit more time to do what he has to do. He had a lot of success let's not forget, Michigan had a lot of success last year. He's only been at the program 3 years, and it's very tough, as we were discussing prior to coming on the air. Right now, the landscape of college football, it is so tough with everybody, with the exception of Alabama, to keep to consistently just compete at this level. The kids, back in the day, kids were like, okay, the dope kids, I'm only going to Florida State, Bama, Oklahoma. Now, with ESPN, all the media coverage, social media, and everything you have in, this century that we live in right now, kids are going anywhere to play. Wherever's offering them the best deal, whoever's giving mom and dad the Escalade and, paying for mom's birthday.
Yeah, right on.
Yep, By the way, we haven't been on since that dropped. So did you guys look, it's a little off topic, but speaking of that, did you see the Patino interview?
I know. I knew you were going to
I'm like, look. Basically, like, half my family's Italian. I get it. Like, I get it. I get the greased back hair. I get the Teflon suit. But for that dude to sit in the chair, how can you blame me? I don't know what's going. Like, why would I know this? Like, come on, guys. Like, I'm Patino. Come on. And you're right, Dream. That's the thing. Everybody's finding a way to do an under the table. Look, all I'm saying is we got Bitcoin these days.
Yeah, right.
You don't think someone just how did this dude's mom afford that house like 3 months after the kid signed? No record of anything, but hey, let's just pay him. Let's just pay them all.
Guys. All right, man. So
the other thing is too, though. Did you see the money, the endorsement money, Petit? It's like that money's not even going to the school. That's going to him personally.
Directly. So on top of his, like, what was his salary? It was like $5.5 million, right?
Yep.
And then he got another $3.25 direct from Adidas. Here's the thing, Dream. Someone pays you $3.25 million and then's like, yo, we're floating this kid $100K because we want to elevate your program. You're gonna say no? They just gave you $3.25 million.
Tino rolling around playing my Adidas in the Escalade.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
and the day that Louisville cancels their $170 million contract with Adidas is the day I eat my shoe.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, come on, that ain't happening.
Exactly. Right on. Well, guys, we get into everything, man. College football and the NFL. And speaking of the NFL, guys, I'm doing my fantasy football contest yet again, and I'm going to win it this week, Dream.
Oh, are you happy?
Yes, I am going to win it. So I just posted it on Twitter, so I'm actually going to put some, you know what, I'm not going to wait until the very last minute to solidify my lineup because one of my backs was out last week, so I'm going to have to wait until the end.
I got a little proposition bet for you.
What's that?
Okay. In the fantasy turn, I know I owe you a steak, and funny thing is, I just went out and I got me a gift card to Omaha Steaks because I feel bad. You work 900 hours a week, and so do I. So it's like I'm going to send you an Omaha steak.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
that.
But
I wanna double or nothing the steak bet. I will get a steak not just for you, not just for your wife, but for your kid as well.
Okay. All right,
I will finish. I think I will finish higher in the fantasy.
I did. I bet. I hope you bought 3 steaks, Dan.
Oh, I can, dude. I will send you a family.
Oh, man, you better have bought a steak for his bride, his hat, and his bride.
Yep, murder it. Exactly.
Have renewed their wedding commitment.
So we need a few 10-ounce filet mignons going out that way.
All right. Well,
all right.
I posted it on Twitter, guys, so you could see the link and join us. And we always have a good time with that, and enjoy seeing the Dream in the bottom half yet again. So, all right.
I was in the top half last week. Please stop.
You know what? There must have been some kind of miracle for that to happen. All right, you guys. Here we go. NFL Week 6. We're starting off with a real interesting game, and there's the lines have been moving 3.5. So I mean, listen, if you got a certain side, you're thinking about taking the Bucks. There are some 3.5s kind of popping up out there. You got the 2-3 Bucks versus the 3-2 Bills. Bills are undefeated at home, given 3 to 3.5 points with an under over 45. Yeah, boys, that definitely changes things if you got that 3 or 3.5, Dan. No.
Oh, I mean, of course, but it also depends. Like, if you see the 3.5, it's probably going to be at minus 120 anyway. So if you see the 3, you probably, I mean, if you want to buy the half, it's probably going to be around the same thing.
Yeah, right on. So
you
got any opinion on this, Dan?
Oh man, I don't, because I know Dream loves to rag on me about Jameis, even though I said he was an above average quarterback, which I still believe. But dude went out with a shoulder injury last week on his throwing shoulder. No structural damage, but again, traveling on the road, I'm going to fall back. I mean, I thought the Bills were going to be a lot worse than the Bills have been. So I'm just going to fall back off this, but you can't do this.
Dream.
Yes.
Here's your Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Who you thought would be dope?
No, I didn't think they were going to be dope. I was interested in seeing them, and I thought they wouldn't be dope last year. Okay.
All right.
This year, I said that I wanted to watch. I wanted to see that they had a lot of talent, and there was a lot of hype again. As last year, it would be talked up. I have yet to really see what the Buffalo Bills are doing. I know that they are 3-2, won a couple games, lost a couple games. I don't really know who they are. I do know that Tampa Bay is, I believe, lost right now. I blame some of it on Jameis, but I blame more of it on the coaching staff. I don't think this team has a real identity. I don't know that Jameis Winston is the leader. Also, I think leadership and identity are two problems the Tampa Bay Buccaneers suffer from. And with that being said, you are going to struggle, and especially struggle on the road. If I had to pick a side here, I would say take the Bills. I would buy it down to 2.5. I don't love this game. I'm not playing it, but those are my thoughts.
You know what? I mean, the Bills have been stellar on defense, guys. I mean, really, really good. I mean, when you take a look at them, they only given up just over 2 touchdowns a game, 14.8. At home, being undefeated, I think the Bills win, and I think the best spot here would be to flip the line, get 3.5 on a teaser. At home, I think that's a solid play.
I like the under 45.
All right. Cool deal.
I think the under 45 is where you go here. It's going to be defensive struggle.
All right. I think I agree with you on that, Dan. That's not a bad.
6.5 touchdowns?
Yeah, or buy it up. But you know what? Either team can explode too at some point. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: what you're talking about, I like. We're following your path, right? Flip the line, get it up to +3, and then you could pair it with that under, but get that up to 51.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of threes, guys. So if you like the favorites, you could flip them today and get 3.5 to 4 points. So I think. And
just remember, we do have some weather in the Midwest. It is raining in like Chicago, Green Bay, very windy in some parts too. So
all right, sounds good.
Be mindful of that.
All right. So we're going to shoot over to the next game on the ticket, which is the Panthers at the Bears. Carolina -3. Under over a 41. This is in Soldier Field. Bears are 2-4. Carolina, believe it or not, Dream 3-0 on the road this year. Where you at?
Kelvin Benjamin is expected to play in this game.
Okay. Dream, I'm going to let you lead off with this. What do you where do you go with this game?
Well, I don't believe in the Bears. I think that it's a work in progress. Growing pains, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, week in and week out. Panthers, obviously, their defense has seemed to be pretty decent this season. Cam is showing flickers of being good, and then, I don't know, not so much. Very inconsistent are the Panthers, but I believe in them a little bit more than I believe in the Bears. Of course, this game is probably going to be a nasty, ugly back and forth game. I don't expect the Panthers to blow the Bears out. I see the Panthers figuring out a way to win. You got that home team dog thing. I don't know how you guys feel about that. You know how I feel about the home team dog.
Mm-hmm.
But gun to my head, I got to go Panthers. I would say buy it down to 2.5. I don't like this game either. I'm not playing it, but gun to my head, 2.5 Panthers.
Dan, where you at here?
I mean, I think I kind of like Chicago here, and I don't know why. Okay. I don't. This game is going to be disgusting. Pouring rain. We got some wind. We know how Soldier Field is. It's not, the best field in the world. I don't know if the turf has been redone or whatever recently, but it's never been the best field in the world. And what Chicago does really well is run the ball and then run play action off that. And I don't know if you can do that against the Panthers. And I also hate to get on a game where, is Kelvin Benjamin a decoy? Is he actually out there? I'm staying far away from this. You know, the Panthers have a litany of people who are banged up who might play, but I'm not sure how effective they're going to be.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at it, too. I mean, we'll see how Jordan Howard does on this defense. But, I mean, it's going to be Carolina only allows 83 yards on the ground per game. You know what? This could be a slow-moving type of affair, especially if it's bad weather out there. I'm going to stay away from it. I think it'd be a boring game to watch, too. And that's going to be pretty much it. So let's move on to the next one, guys. We got on the ticket, we've got the Titans and the Browns. Tennessee -6, under over 44.5. Does Tennessee – I know the Browns stink and all, but did you watch the game the other night with Tennessee? I'm not too impressed with this team, to be honest with you. I mean, I know they won big, but they were sloppy early. A lot of penalties. I don't know if they have any business giving
a quarterback injury though.
Yeah, this is a lot of points, I think, for them to be given. I'm not picking a side or doing anything with it. I'm just saying that. I don't know. Dan, where you at?
I mean, I don't think it's a lot of points. I mean, the Browns are bad.
Yeah.
Look, Kaiser's going back out there after being benched last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look, it's Brown's going to Brown, and Tennessee has been getting after it. I like the Titans -6. It is kind of tough on the points. It's a little much, but I do think they win by a touchdown or more. But it might be a little bit of a stomach ache, and you know, knowing the Browns, you'll probably get a backdoor field goal when they need a touchdown to win or something like that.
Yep. Well, they played them tough last year. 26-28, they were a loser in Tennessee, believe it or not. Dream, did the Browns even win a game this year or what?
The Browns will probably win a game. I just don't think.
Yeah, it's tough.
They will definitely get a game in. The Titans aren't in any.
Dream, you there?
They want to.
You can keep cutting out.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, but just maybe the usual problems.
Go for it.
So no, the Titans are in no position to lose, especially against bad teams. So I definitely think that the Titans are going to win this game. Once again, the line may be a little bit too heavy as far as Cleveland is concerned. So I get this involved in a teaser if I was, some of you guys, teaser or parlay and buy it down to get it under 2.5. If you put the 7 on and have them +1, even better. I'm not playing it, but I like the Titans.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to move on, Dan, unless you got any final thoughts on that.
No.
All right. Next one we got on the ticket is the Saints and the Packers. New Orleans -3.5. Under over of, what was it here? 47 points. Damn. Dream, any thoughts?
Well, probably. I just don't. The thoughts are I don't know. You got to watch.
Yeah.
The Packers are bringing to the table as far as the quarterback position is concerned.
Sure. Right on.
I don't think you got to watch nothing, Dream, because the Saints actually are playing defense for once. And Hundley has taken 5 snaps in the NFL? 5.
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 40% passer rating.
He's a 5th-round pick, and Drew Brees is going to score on this defense. This is going to be, I hate to say it, because I got a good friend who's finally making his sojourn out to Lambeau. Packers are getting annihilated today.
Really?
They're not going to know. They're deep. Look, Aaron Rodgers, and I can't agree more. I couldn't believe that I was agreeing with all these analysts this week, but there is no person more important to his team than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I agree.
There is not a single more valuable player in the NFL. Look, I'm not saying I love Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. He's GOAT. Don't need the hate from Boston. But what I'm saying is, you saw a dude that failed everywhere else when Tom Brady went down that one year, win 11 games with the Pats, right? So the Packers defense hasn't been very good. Now you got this kid Hundley getting in there. Look, buy the hook because it's just what you do. Get it down to -3 and ride the New Orleans Saints on the road today.
Okay.
I don't know. It looks still a little too easy. I might want to argue Drew Brees. I also might want Cam Newton, as far as is important to their teams. I agree that Aaron Rodgers is most. We haven't seen this team play without him, so let's get a look in. I don't know. I'm very nervous about, and when you say that the New Orleans is playing defense, you say that with a grain of salt. They're still giving up 391 total yards a game, and they're playing better defense than we've seen, but we've seen them play typically bad defense. On the road in Green Bay is always going to be a tough venue to play at, and I don't know if I just want to just wave the red. This is, to me, just be careful with this game. There's too many intangibles, as Hat would like to say, in this particular matchup to just go ham. I will go easy. Maybe watch, get a look in at the first half, maybe make a second half play on this. I don't know. This looks a little too easy.
I don't know if you guys realize this, but the New Orleans Saints are on a roll right now.
They are.
I mean, they won, at Miami 20-0, at Carolina 34-13 versus that rushing defense rather, and then they beat Detroit 52-38. I think New Orleans is on a roll. I think you're onto something, Dan. I think you flip this line with the second half of the teaser and get New Orleans plus 3.5 on this. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't even think you need to do that. New Orleans adjusted. We haven't taken an adjusted line.
Adjusted line. All right. So do you have any odds on that?
There is 30 props already out for this game. They are out. Let's see.
They're out there.
You can get the New Orleans Saints minus 7.5 at plus 161.
Oh.
I'm rolling it. I'm rolling the dice here.
Go guys, 10.5. It's probably like plus 250.
I haven't seen that.
It's probably out there. Those are usually the numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking around, but
we'll find it.
You know what else, Pat? I know you like crazy insane props, so I'm going to give you one here. Team with more first downs in the game. New Orleans Saints are -2 in that.
Wow.
You're not telling me that Drew Brees is going to get 2 or more first downs than Hundley?
That's a great
like that
bet,
seems
man.
like money.
Yeah, it does. It does. Well, you know what? I might be riding that. I'll talk to you about that one later. So, all right, guys, let's move on to the next one here. We've got, let's take a look at the Jags at the Colts. Jags -3, under over 43. Jacoby Brissett, Dan, not horrible at home.
No, not horrible.
I don't. The
Jags rest of
are
the team is a little horrible.
Yeah, right. The Jags are a 3-3 team. I don't know. I think the Colts got a shot to win the game here.
I don't know. I don't really think so. I think the Jaguars. Well, you know what? Now remember, no Leonard Fournette.
Right.
No. You're on this. I can't. I mean, it's Jags Colts, and the only reason you were watching Jags.
I know.
Colts
I believe
Leonard
me.
Fournette.
I don't think I'm going anywhere near this. But Dream, what are you at?
Yeah, no, stinker.
Yeah, of course.
Stinker alert. Stay away. Who knows who either one of these teams are? I agree with you.
Whatever he just said.
I'm here. I said Jacoby Brissett is not bad. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is just.
Yeah.
My strength is like.
Pay your
0.
bills, baby. All right, Jacoby Brissett, Dream.
Just he's not as bad as he's pretty good.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know. I don't know. Well.
Yeah,
it sounds like you're
he doesn't have talent. Like he is pretty good. Like he's 98 for 164, 1,200 yards on the year passing already, but only 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Like T.Y. Hilton, where have you been? 25 catches? I mean, I don't know. Dante Moncrief and Jack Doyle is who you're kind of relying on after that. And let's be realistic. You got a running back that's 108 years old and Frank Gore. Like,
sure. Right
I mean, he just doesn't have the same moves. So yeah, stay away from this game. This is junky.
All right.
I think you could go. I actually think you could go over in this game.
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, the other night, what was it? Tennessee and the Colts. June, there was like 5 field goals kicked in the first quarter. They just go down and kick field goals, man. So just they'll move the ball.
But the Colts are home. I think you can go play, but I think you can go over.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one and have a conversation about the next game, which is the Rams and Cards. Rams -3, under over of 46. Dan, this Rams team.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a division game last week. I know Dream wants to get all over. Rams are no good, but the Rams are still winning that division.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Rams, I've said it before the season started. I think they might have the most talented offensive-minded coach out there. I really do. And I understand, you got beat down by the Seahawks, but then you went back to take the Jags on the road, really to the woodshed. The game was not as close as it looked. I think the Cardinals are in a lot of trouble today. I think the Rams put up a ton of points. Remember, the only defensive player in the passing game that has been effective is Patrick Peterson. The Cardinals are 25th right now, ranked against pass. Patrick Peterson is banged up, right? He has like that quad, groin, ham, all that, which is not good for a cover guy. Against a bunch of talented receivers that fly way under the radar. I love Los Angeles today.
Dream, the Rams.
I know. I hate the Rams.
Because you don't like money.
No, I don't. Because I don't think they're a good team. Is the problem? Team is good. I think it's a product of a weak schedule and a product of a weak, mediocre NFL in general. I do not like this Ram team at all. You discount the Cowboys win. I mean, and look, the Redskins game, they made a ton of mistakes, but look, I get that. And then I know the 49ers game was close, but again, yes, they make mistakes because they're young. I'm not saying they're winning the Super Bowl this year. Sure.
But I mean, if you look at the rest of this schedule, they have the Cardinals, then they're at the Giants, Texans, Vikings, Saints, Cardinals. And I look at the rest of that division and I'm like, hey, you go 9-7, you're getting in. And they're getting in. And I think it starts saying they're home. And they played, this offense at home has been kind of ridiculous.
Got it. All right. Well, guys, you know what? I really think this will be a decent game, but my super play is next. So I'm looking to move on right away.
You don't think this line is skewed? You think -3 is right?
Yeah, I think so. Because you know what? It's still the Rams at the end of the day. It's still, you know what I mean? You're expecting them to fall off, but say, oh, well, you know what? They're getting better. That's the kind of year, But I mean, if they win the division, Dan, they got a good shot and a great quarterback, by the way. So,
yes.
All right, I'm moving on into this one. Revenge spot here. Dream. The Miami Dolphins are going to lay the smackdown on the Jets today. Mark my words. Dolphins -3.
You mean after the NFL robbed the Jets of the game last week against the Patriots? Because they're like,
demoralizing loss for the Jets last week.
Well,
I agree.
Come on. Did you guys see the phantom fumble?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I mean, come on. That's garbage.
That's one of the worst calls ever, I think.
Ever. And go to review and hold it up. It's because I'm sorry. The NFL is starting to get a little shady on me. I've never been a conspiracy theorist, but NFL was like, these Jets really aren't that good. We got to get Tom Brady, to, come on, guys. That was a touchdown.
All right. Well, I'm looking at it here, and you know what? The Miami Dolphins have a really, really good rush defense. They only give up 80 yards a game. I think they're going to force the Jets to throw the ball. I think, they're going to come out like gangbusters here after getting beat up. I hate the fact that Jay Cuddles is my quarterback. I hate it. But 82 degrees and sunny out in Miami. I think Miami wins by a touchdown or better. I love the Dolphins today. Love them. Dream, I love the fish today.
Yeah, well, I never loved the fish because the fish have stunk, okay? They've been good at times.
Listen.
Jay Cutler's still their quarterback. No. I'm never loving the fish. And I'm never loving the Jets neither.
But hey, Dream. Last time I checked, just a month ago, the Jets held them to 6 points.
No doubt.
Yeah.
20-6. I'm not. Look, maybe Ajayi is a little better and the offensive line's a little better. Remember, Miami still is the only team without a rushing touchdown this year. Okay? If the Jets can do anything well, it's play defense. I'm not seeing what you're seeing here. I'm not going to take the Jets, but I don't see this Miami bludgeoning. I think.
I'm not saying it's. Listen, it's going to be ugly. You're going to see a lot of defense here. You're going to see a lot of slow moving. But I just think at the end of the day,
the Dolphins with some points.
I know I'm going to get. Well, yeah, right. I'm going to get.
It's going to be an annihilation dream.
No, I'm going to see the Dolphins.
Dolphins
like 20-10, something like that. Something stupid. You know what I mean?
20-10 Jets.
Yeah. Jets are not winning this game, guys. I'm telling you.
Trying to show up at the bar with his Dolphin jersey on with paint on it.
Yeah, right. All right.
Hey, 90 degrees. It is 90 degrees down there today. So
listen, that's what I'm saying.
Jets, does anybody know how the Jets have been winning?
Yeah, right.
By not making mistakes.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm just saying they've been doing it, and I don't know how. So.
Well, they also have probably the most underrated tight end in the league. I got to say that. That's the one part. Is Austin Seferian-Jenkins he's a top 5 tight end in the league, and there's a lot of good ones out there. Yep. He's real good. He's the only reason. And look, Matt Forte's a professional. Bilal Powell's a professional. So they have some professionals at the skill position. And the curse move turns out to be really good because he actually holds on to the ball way better than Brandon Marshall ever did. That's the only way. They're not turning the ball over. They're playing stout defense. That's why I just I don't know, man. I don't know. I know you love your fish, but I can see the Jets taking
au contraire. I love the fish today. I can't wait for the next game because they're playing the Ravens. I'm just going to leave it at that. So you could probably get an idea where I'm going.
It'll be like 9-3 in that game, dude, or something.
We'll you know what? We'll discuss it. You know what? I'm going to tell you because we're not going to be on until next Sunday. I think the fish win today, and they get murdered by the Ravens. I think that's what's going to happen. Hey, listen, I'm a Dolphin fan. I could kind of see this happening. So, all right. So, Dream, you already know how the Ravens do to the fish every single time they play.
Yes, I do.
All right. So, next one we got on the ticket here is the Ravens. Speaking of the Ravens, they're in Minnesota today. Minnesota's 3-1 at home, 4-2 record, -4.5, under over 38.5. Dan, Ravens, Vikings. Any interest?
You know me. I love to hate me some Ravens.
Yep.
I'll buy this down a point and give me the Vikings -3.
Oh, you got it at 3 now.
Well, it's at 4. I say I'm buying a point.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
It's at 4. I'm going to buy the point. I know I'm going to take the juice at -130, which is all right. But that nasty 4 number, I can't get down with that. But I actually do think that the Vikings win this game by a touchdown. The defense is still real good, and Case Keenum's been playing, Case Keenum-ish.
Yeah. Dream Flacco, 173 yards per game. That's it.
Yeah, I never been a Flacco fan. Never been a Flacco fan at all. I'm like Dan. I don't really like Case Keenum. Interesting. The Vikings will have to play interesting game today. Get this game under 2.5 or money lines. I don't like it. It's not one of my plays, but I think the Vikings can figure out a way to win this game because the Ravens just, they'll leave you hanging around, and if they can't hook up and connect deep right out of the gate, it becomes a struggle for them most of the game. I think the Vikings defense has proven that, they're worth their weight in gold, so to say, out there on the field. I expect the Ravens to struggle with this team today. I think the Vikings find a way to get this done.
All right. Sounds good. So I honestly don't have an opinion. I think that game could go either way. It's just more of a crapshoot to me. You don't
have an opinion on that, but you like the Dolphins.
Well, I love the Dolphins, and we're going to talk about the Ravens next Thursday night, baby. All right. So next one we got on the ticket here is Dream. Here's your Super Bowl winner.
Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys are facing the 0-6 49ers. Dallas -6.5, under over 49. Dream, I hate to say it. Do the Cowboys have any business giving a touchdown on the road here?
They don't, but they are. And if you can get this in the money line parlay, even minus the 6.5, I don't mind it. I got the Cowboys winning this game. I have a big game out of them. Cowboys, I'm still not losing it with them. I still like this team, especially with Green Bay going down, especially with Aaron Rodgers' injury. I still like the Cowboys in the NFC. I am a little bit starting to lean a little bit more towards the Eagles as far as the NFC team to beat, but this Cowboys is still there. There's a lot of talent and there's a lot of uphill. I see a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? I think there's some growth being happening with this team, especially on the field. We saw some glimmers of the running game come alive. They just got that little bit of time off. Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to play for 6 years. This Ezekiel Elliott thing is becoming a mess. And
I would have just taken the suspension if I was the coach. Just take it.
Because you know what? They keep playing with this, right? And the NFL, because Goodell's got that kind of being a bitch kind of attitude. They keep playing with this. They're going to end up at like week 12, with him getting suspended
or the playoffs.
Yeah, but here's the deal, Dream. I gotta give your Niners a little bit of props here, right? Because they have set a kind of an infamous record.
Yep.
But they are I think the only team to ever start out winless like this, but lose almost every game by 3 points or less. So that being said, like the whole Ezekiel Elliott thing on Dallas, it is a cloud. It is a cloud hanging over them. But more than that, where is Dez Bryant? Where is Dez Bryant? I mean, I haven't seen him at all, except for commercials. So, I mean, his play has been lacking. The quarterback play out of Dallas has been average, all right? The offensive line play hasn't been great. I mean, look, I expect Dallas to win. I think the Niners cover here. And just, let's get something right. If Dallas loses and the Giants win, they both have the same amount of wins. So where do we put Dallas? They still, I mean, let's be real here. The Cowboys just don't look the same. And like you said, Dream, at this point in the season, now, if Elliott plays this game and then he goes on suspension, you're talking about to week 13. And then even if you can maintain above water, you're going to try and reintegrate him into the Cowboys offense with like 3 weeks left. I hate the Eagles more than any team, and I wish that someone would come out of nowhere, but I just don't see it happening, and I just don't think Dallas is that good of a team this year.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the opposite direction here, and I think that the Niners are well improved. I talked about it most of this. They are very much improved over last year. However, this particular matchup, I think, is a bad matchup for the 49ers, especially I do believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to have some success running the ball. I believe they're going to have some success with clock management. I believe they're going to be able to do a bunch of things. And when the Niners bite on the run, I believe that the Cowboys will be able to throw, over the top. Also, I think Dak Prescott, as a game manager, I think we need to start discussing game manager when we talk about Dak Prescott.
Agreed.
Instead of more of a prolific type of quarterback, more like a Russell Wilson type.
He's Alex Smith. He is Alex Smith. He's got a good offensive line and a good running back, and he can make, passes without making a lot of mistakes.
Sure, and I believe that Dallas's offensive game plan will kind of stifle what the 49ers want to do defensively. Also, we know that Bowman's gone from the Niners defense in the linebacker position, so they lost one of their leaders out there as well. So I already seen the defense make some biting mistakes. I know the Niners have had a bunch of close games and been in a lot of good games. I just got a feeling that the bridge might be over today. I do like the Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys. I told you guys, I'm probably going to bet the Cowboys every week. The Cowboys are in a money line parlay as well. I did hit Penn State last night. Penn State was huge. I had it straight, and I also had it in the money line parlay. Cowboys is second piece of the puzzle in the money line parlay, and I'll give you the third as we get later on in the show.
All right, sounds good, man. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I could see it being neck and neck for some reason, and just making everybody have stomach aches here.
I just think the Niners are going to come out and cold cock the Cowboys quick.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are going to get down and have to come back. And for that reason, again, buying another point here, I'll get it up to the push play of 7.
All right.
But I like the Niners plus 7.
All right, there you go. All right, so next one we got on the ticket here, boys, is the Seahawks and the 1-5 Giants, who shocked the world last week. The Giants and the Dolphins were crazy upset wins. Double-digit dogs winning on the field, man.
Of course. It's because I bet against the Giants.
But my thing about the Giants is Denver. Denver, I told you guys, Denver beat the Cowboys or week 2, whenever that was, a minute, and everybody declared that, that Trevor Siemian is the next coming and they could go to the Super Bowl. I'm like, stop. I seen him last year, and he wasn't that good. And the Broncos, their defense is good. I'll give them that. But the offense, as long as he's at the quarterback helm, still have woes. Giants, okay, I just want to just say this. You lose the prima donna, incredible one-handed catching wide receiver, but drops the ball with 2 hands in tough situations sometimes. You lose, Brandon Marshall out of the mix, and now Eli is not forced to go in either direction, forced to throw to the open guy, and they look a little bit better. And I talked about the Giants not being as bad as the team that they look like they are. Only problem is, there's no way I'm taking the Giants.
Hey, we got the 2 worst offensive lines in the NFL going head-to-head, Dream. And, I mean, yes, there's no way you can take the Giants here, but at the same time, I actually had the Giants earlier in the week at plus 5.5. And I locked that in when I saw it. It's plus 3.5 now, and I still actually kind of like that. All I'm saying is that the thing that impressed me, you're right, Trevor Siemian is not the second coming of Jesus Christ or Joe Montana. So, we know that. But at the same time, the Giants were able to kind of stop Von Miller. That's crazy. That offensive line stopped Von Miller.
Yeah.
So, look, if they're putting it together a little bit on the offensive line, and look, I think Ingram is an absolute stud tight end receiver. And I think Shepard's coming back today. I mean, this is a home game in New York. Coming off, look, Denver was still considered a very good team. I think the one plus about the Giants and having Eli there still is hey, we've done this before. We've been in huge holes and came back to win Super Bowls. So, the mindset is there. I also think that McAdoo turning over play calling duties was the best thing he could have done. He should have done it before the season started. Something's telling me, and I bet against the Giants last week. I thought they were getting murdered. Something is telling me the Giants come out of this game with a W.
Dude, Dan, you realize that? I mean, if you look at their schedule and the scores of the games, I mean, they were in the last 4 games.
They could easily have been 3-2 going into
4-2. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, just insane. So I mean,
2 last-second field goals, a 61-yarder and a 55-yarder.
I don't think the Giants are as bad as everybody thinks. To be honest with you, I really don't.
I'm saying that week in and week out.
I know.
No, I mean, but here's the thing. I looked at the game last week against Denver, and the reason why I bet against them was because of Denver's defense, the defensive line. I thought Eli was going to get murdered that night. I thought, look, one guy said at the end of the game when they were interviewing, they asked him about Von Miller. He used the word, he goes, it was like he teleported. Yep. Okay, dude is insane. So I thought Eli was going to get crushed. And they had no receivers, and it looks like maybe they're actually formulating a running game. And if DJ Fluker can do anything on the offensive line coming from Alabama, it's blocked for the run. So, I mean, look, here's the thing. Russell Wilson could get killed today, too.
Yeah, got it. I don't know. I don't think the Giants are that bad. This game can go either way, so I'm going to stay very far away from it. We got Bengals, Steelers. Steelers minus 4.5 here. Under over 40.5 in Heinz Field. 1-1 at home. Dream, you think Big Ben has a big day today?
First of all, before we dream, Dream went money line Pittsburgh last week.
You did.
Yes,
congratulations on that. I was, and dude, you know what? Like that first half of the game, you knew it was going to go that way. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have really any doubt that Pittsburgh was going to lose. I you know what I'm saying? I just felt it with you. You know what I mean? I was watching. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. It was. Believe me, it was. Dream had to do frustration as Atlanta played me. Miami played last week at 1 o'clock. I suck at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry. I just can't put them all together at 1 o'clock.
On Saturday night and putting in your plays.
That's what I'm saying. My 4 o'clock is so much better than my 1 o'clock. Sunday night, Monday night, even Thursday, I'm much better. But for some reason, that 1 o'clock time slot, I can always find that one loser to throw in my parlay. So now I'm heated at the soccer game, fired up, fingers crazy big with the little tight phone, and I just unleashed on the Steelers money line and was like, oh my God, what I just do? You know what I'm saying? When I get home.
Yeah.
But great job by them. Finally stepped up. Got a little shaky at the end, but finally stepped up. Dude, two things about the Steelers though. Man, when you let Harrison beat you, on the defense, it's like, yo, what's going on? I mean, you're talking about a guy that's well over his prime and in a spot that's supposed to be in a young man's game, out there looking incredible. That's you got to be making fun of your. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude's on some serious horse steroids.
But even still, what's that saying about? Dude?
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I think,
if you're 26 to 30 on the offensive line opposite him, and he's beating you like that.
But he's a freak. I mean, he came out of nowhere, right? He was not even drafted. He wasn't an undrafted free agent. I think he basically begged for a job in the NFL. He's like the dude that's in the Marine Corps at 55 years old, just barking at dudes, can't get off the front line. But no, you're 100% right. That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. So, okay, so I think the Steelers found their also. That's another thing. I mean, Antonio Brown, dude, I cannot say enough about how sick this team is offensively and how talented they are. I think they found it. But that being said, Cincinnati always plays the Steelers. Cincinnati Steelers, Ravens Steelers, there's always a dogfight. It's an interdivisional game that always talks about got to be seriously careful. I, of course, like the Steelers in here. They're another team that I really, really like. You buy them down to 2.5. I think you're going to be okay. I think they'll find a way to win. I'm not playing a game, though, but I think you'll be okay.
All right. Taking a look at it here, I think the Steelers win the game as well. I don't think the Bengals are that good, to be honest with you. Let's move on to the Broncos, who basically everybody that was chasing going into what's that?
All I was gonna say is that I think what I saw last week and what I was waiting for with the Steelers is to get back to that identity where you lean on Le'Veon Bell, and then you play action. You get the ball to Antonio Brown, who makes big plays. Obviously that cures the ails. I'm with you. 4 points. I actually don't hate it at 4. Again, get it down to 3. Take the Steelers -3.
All right, sounds good, boys. So moving on here, I'm taking a look at the Broncos, who everybody that chased last week going into Sunday night had a very, very rough Monday. That's for sure. Dream, the Denver Broncos laid an egg, and now they're going to go in and face your boy Phillip Rivers. I don't have a line here for some reason. You guys got a line on this? Dan?
Yeah, I got ones.
You got ones?
-1.
Okay, I must be looking at a pick 'em here. Dream, Denver Broncos. You've been talking about how they're not not that good. Exactly. What do you got?
Well, I still think they're not that good, but then I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Still a tough team to play at home. We know what they want to do. The Broncos defense should know what they want to do, too. It's not any really big secret. Melvin Gordon is a bright spot, but I don't think he's going to have a lot of rushing yards.
He's also banged up.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a lot of success against the Bronco defense, even if he was healthy. And Rivers going to want to throw the ball deep. Broncos secondary is really good. Broncos coming off a loss, licking their wounds. I still don't love this offense. I still don't love Trevor Siemian at the helm. I don't care what anybody says. He's not really the answer. But the Broncos probably find a way to win. I like the Broncos to win this game. I'm not playing it.
That's an ugly game, Dan.
No, it's not. Oof. It's not ugly at all. Guys, remember, I'm going to, I wish I could, have all the quotes you've ever made about Phillip Rivers and just repeat them to you guys. He is not that good. Everybody's riding high off a Chargers win like it's such a big deal. The Broncos are still a way better team. And if you don't think that after they basically got embarrassed, okay, and this isn't a true home game for the Chargers either. Remember what's been happening all year. They have no fans. Their stadium's being invaded. LA to Denver is not that crazy. You're going to see this game is going to be more Denver Broncos fans than Chargers fans.
Wow.
Denver comes back and wins huge today. If you want your quarterback to get right, put him in San Diego or LA, whatever.
Wow.
I gotta say, listen, I don't like Rivers. I think he's a baby.
Yep.
But by the way, Dan Marino used to do the same thing. I know a lot of you guys don't know who that is.
He didn't win a Super Bowl either.
But I can go back to Dan Marino having temper tantrums with his receivers on the field. I am going to give Rivers some credit, though, because I respect the game and I know how hard the position is to play. He's a good quarterback still. The problem is they really have never, outside of Antonio Gates, well, he did have a Damian Thomas, so I can't go there either. But right now, he just doesn't have those kind of weapons. And this guy needs offensive downfield weapons and needs an offensive line. You take Rivers and you put Rivers like on the Cowboys, and no knock on Dak, but I would be surprised if the Cowboys failed with Rivers behind, Rivers there. So I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. That being said,
I give him credit. I was saying what you guys about it.
I don't know about this being a drubbing though, because this product. Trevor Siemian gives me fits with some of his choices and some of the play calling. I hate it. So this is just an ugly game, Hat.
I like the over here. Taking a look at
banged up Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that neither team is going to have success running the ball, and I think you're going to see.
I like the over too, Hat. 41.
Yeah,
I like it too.
Yeah,
41.
Dude, think about it. You know what I mean? You have two. I mean, just put this in your pipe and smoke it for a minute. You got rushing yards allowed. Denver 70, the best. Okay, versus a team that can't rush the ball. They average 79 yards a game. I think
Giants couldn't rush the ball either, Hat.
I think
they put up 160 yards or whatever on the ground last week again.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at it here.
All I'm saying, the over. I mean,
get it down to 35.
41?
Come on, get it down to 35. Loving it.
Yeah, but then you're kicking yourself in the ass when Denver wins in basically a blowout, but it winds up like 17-10.
Yeah, right.
And the Chargers come back, they score 3 points the whole game and score, that's I don't know, man. I just see that Denver's defense is going to be re-energized here. I don't know. I think that's ballsy, but hey, I'm not playing it, so best of luck to you guys.
Dream, actually, it gets down to 33. I can get that down to 33 if I want to.
I like the over.
That's dope.
I think it's a very good call.
All right.
Because Rivers is going to move. He's like Breeze and a couple of the other veterans. Yeah. He's capable of moving the ball against any defense. I think the Chargers will be able to move the ball.
And he throws a lot of picks too, which is even better.
A lot of picks too, which can be I'm with you on the over. I like the over.
All right, let's get down with that one. So. All right.
I've never seen you guys on two quarterbacks that you both dislike so much, and then go and take the over.
I know, it's crazy. I got a pretty high opinion on this next game too. This is Sunday Night Football, guys. Last one on the ticket. We got the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons 3-2 versus the 4-2 defending champion Patriots. New England -3, under over 56. You could talk revenge all you want. I see the Patriots come out play inspired football because they are the defending champions in their house. I don't think they're going to let Atlanta do anything to them. As a matter of fact, Atlanta embarrassed them in the first half. So, you know what? You got just as much incentive here, Dream. I like the Patriots to roll tonight.
I like the Patriots. The Patriots don't really roll all this season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been terrible, but this Falcon team, I mean, come on, dude. This team seriously is dysfunctional. I don't know what their problem is, but all I know is all the ingredients and the elements. Okay, first of all, the team that wore them out in the Super Bowl beat them in the second half, and the Falcons are too dumb to really be mad at them about that because they're more worried about what's going on right now this season, all right? Then they're playing outside on grass, which they don't seem to be able to have the same type of speed that they have indoors, which sometimes doesn't mean nothing because they still lose at home anyway. Then they lost to Miami last week, so I don't know what the hell they're thinking about. This team's a mess, and you're playing against a team that is as focused as any team that ever is in the NFL. Belichick went and studied all kinds of film, found out all kinds of mistakes that the Falcon makes, which is a plethora of them. So, I mean, all of that just is ingredients to a disaster this evening. And this is the last piece of my parlay. I like the New England Patriots, but I am going to take their money line. Not going to take the -3. I think you could buy them down to 2.5 and be okay. The Patriots will not blow the Falcons out, so just don't even think about it because their defense just is not that good this season. But they do have enough offense to beat this Falcon team, in my opinion.
All right, Dan?
Oh, man. I'm trying to see. Can I judge the Pats defense off the Bucks and the Jets, or do I judge them off what happened, in other games? And I don't know. Man, I'm going to make a decision closer to game time. I lean very heavily. Don't disagree with that. I think that Brady exploits them, and something is wrong. Like you said, Dream, dysfunctional is the absolute right word. Something is wrong with this Atlanta offense. And I think a little bit is the coaching. They make a lot of decisions that I don't understand. And finally they're like, hey, I think we need to get Julio Jones to ball more. Oh, really? hey, Atlanta, if you ever hear me, here's the thing. You pay me like $500K a year. I will come in, I'll coach your team, and I'll say, hey, guys, we got to throw Julio Jones the ball. All right? Come on. But here's the thing. If Belichick is really good at any one thing, it's taking away the one guy that can kill you, or taking everybody else away and knowing that guy's going to have a decent game anyway. So, look, I think the Falcons have not impressed me at all. But again, the Patriots defense, I think, is still suspect. This, I think, you might want to buy down and take the over.
Okay.
Get down to 49.
49. Yeah, I could see some
actually.
points. I think Brady will go off here. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Pats. That's where I'm at. I think there's a lot of good spots today, guys. To be honest with you.
You're right though. Losing at home to the Bills and Dolphins.
I think Brady is tightly banged up.
Okay.
Nothing too significant that his game good, but I noticed his gameplay hasn't been great. I've also noticed that Brady's patience, which generally is awesome over years past, seems like this year, I don't know if it's because he's older or whatever.
It's because he's getting sacked at the highest rate he's ever been hit at. But you're right. There's a rumor out there, and it's not his throwing shoulder, but his non-throwing shoulder. And anybody who's ever either been a pitcher or thrown a baseball or a football, doesn't matter what side you're banged up on. But you're right, Dream. The one thing that is something that's concerning, because the deep ball seems to be affected.
Sure. Sure. So keep an eye out on that. I still think, because Atlanta will allow you to beat them. I mean, it just happens. It just will do it. I don't know what's wrong with them. Couple of quick. First thing I want to talk about was the Arizona Cardinals. The pickup of Adrian Peterson by the Arizona Cardinals. We didn't discuss this last week, and I meant to. I'm like, darn, when we got off the show, I was like, wow, how did I miss that? That was an awesome pickup by them, which already, it panned out last week. I think that's huge for them, because one of their big elements of their game that was missing was their running game. And Adrian Peterson's a great fit in that offense, whereas he was a horrible fit in the New Orleans Saints offense. So great pickup by them. Also, college football, I'm just going to switch back there for 2 seconds. 3 teams that are bad in college football that we need to be aware of: the Miami Hurricanes, the Florida State Seminoles, and the Michigan Wolverines are 3 lethargic, pathetic offenses. I know Miami won yesterday. They beat that Syracuse team. That Miami team is not good offensively. And I gauged it off of watching these three teams play the last 3 weeks. Offensively, these teams are very, very inept. So keep that in mind moving forward.
All right. Sounds good, man. So I think that's going to do it for us, guys. Hey, listen, great, right to the point today, huh? I mean, we went through up and down.
Yeah, the only saving grace for that, Dream, is Miami gets to play UNC, which just
UNC got destroyed
59-7, and they're 1-7. What happened to the Tar
I
Heels?
don't know, dude. What a downslide, man! Crazy. So unbelievable. Yeah, man. All right, so let's get right into this, guys. We've got to get into the recap of our plays. I'm going to start off.
Hey, real quick, because we're not going to be on. Redskins are covering the 4 points. Smart's going to be a close.
All right.
They may cover the 4. That's why I buy it down to 2.5.
2.5. Got it.
Be the players that game.
All right. Dan, where are you playing today?
All right. We're going to go with the Vikings -3, the Niners +7, Steelers -3, Broncos -1, the Skins +4 tomorrow, and I am going the Los Angeles Rams -3.
All right. Sounds good. Dream, Thoughts?
Dr. Dizzle plays for days. I love it, baby. Plays for days.
Hey, I don't play college anymore, Dream. I don't play. I'm off the college.
I got you. I hear you. So I'm over here, and I always seem to get on the mic. I seem to get motivated. I get that extra push. Listening to you guys talk, it kind of helps me out. I am now starting to lean the Saints. I don't know why. I'm looking at that Saint game. I'm gonna buy it down to 2.5. I'm not going to give the 3.5, but I am looking at the Saints now. Guys, money line parlay, which may be nice. Saints, also the Cowboys money line, and also the New England Patriots money line, 3-piece. That's what I like today. I'm gonna play those 3. Then I also have the Penn State with the open spot. I'm closing it out with the Cowboys money line. I like Dallas to beat the Niners today and keep it moving. Those are my plays for the day. I talked about the other stuff that I kind of like. Be careful. I don't know. My 1 o'clock stinks. My 4 o'clock usually on point. So if I bomb at 1, go get the 4, and the Patriots should be able to handle Atlanta today.
Dream, that sounds
I forgot the Saints myself. I misread. But also, hey, guys, I just have to throw this out there. The Dodgers will win the World Series.
Yeah, I agree with that, too. And I meant to talk about that as well.
One day a week, Dream. That's all we got.
Hey, Dream, your parlay
pays
your parlay pays like plus 288, brother.
Yes.
That's nice. So,
It is nice.
yeah, that's something to take a look at,
Stomach
guys.
ache.
All right, so the fantasy football contest, I think we need, let me just see, I believe that we only needed 2 left. And right now we need 2 more entrants.
12.
That's it, just 2 more. All right, so we got a couple hours to fill that up.
Let's see if I'll be getting steaks for your whole family.
Yes, sir. All right, you're going to be surprised at some of my fantasy football picks today.
Me too.
All right, so I got the ball. I'm flipping all these lines. Get 7 points on everything, and ties don't lose. So Bills, that would be +4. Saints would be +3.5. You would have the Dolphins +4, and the over in the Denver Broncos Chargers, 34 points over that. So I think those are all solid, and then I'll take them all flat and parlay them just for a junkie play and see how it works. But I love the Miami Dolphins as well. That's my super play of the day. -3 points. I think they win by a touchdown or better, guys. So that's going to do it. Dream, who's out there with us today?
Hey, let's thank everybody that's retweeted the show. I'm going to pull that up right now as we speak. I was just looking at I got a couple him to me, and I was just
Dream's getting his winning fantasy team up.
Yes. Bottom half. Bottom.
I want to thank DJ J100 because I was supporting him, but I hope that this suspension doesn't come back to bite them. They should have already. It'd be over, and Ezekiel would be done with it right now if they would have just taken it.
Yeah. So
whatever. Boski's in the house. We got Capcast out there. We got Joseph Del Rosario. We got Clyde 182. Nikki Dees is in the house. Vegas Girl, our favorite. 92661 is out there as well. Wayne Yarbrough, my man, Mr. Charlie over at Direct Sports Solution. Sin City Mavericks, good to see you. Yvonne Chapman, good to see you as well. Cash Action Bets out there. Primetime Capper. Primetime. We may have to move you to syndicated at 3 o'clock in the morning as you did pick Michigan will Green yesterday. Oh, that's my boy. Love her to death because I got a
wow.
Told him, I said, Happy Valley is not having it. Tiger Clinch, good to see you out there. Rick Lopez, winning picks as well. Got Terrence McInnes, Frank Vinculato, Norbert Irvin, Sin City Maverick. I believe I said Sin City already. Jonesy, Frank Vinculato, Deeks Picks, Joseph Del Rosario, Jim Roman's a douche, Sir Mata, Marlon, OJFB, Jay Snyder, Christy, and Jay Goss. Buster Carr as well, and Jeff Ryan. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. We are getting out of here. Gang, take it easy. Be careful. As always, we can start upping maybe the money a little bit because we kind of know who some of these teams are. So you might want to raise your wages. I'm the Dream. Always remember who you with. Make the most of each and every day as you cannot get this time back.
All right. We need one more person to complete our contest. Dan, close out.
Hey, just another great week. Like you said, Dream, I don't like to take easy. Let's just take all the plays that you like and see what happens. And let's have a great Sunday.
All right,
enjoy
guys.
yourselves. We'll catch you.
Absolutely. Guys, enjoy your day and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.